welcome back to Movie Review Mom. I'm the mom and I do the movie reviews and sometimes trailer reactions. Those are super fun too. Thanks for joining me. And if this is the very first time that you visited my YouTube channel, yay, you found me. I'm so glad you're here. My goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so you can make the best decision for yourself and your family about whether or not you want to spend time and money watching a specific movie. You can find me on Facebook. Please join our Facebook group called, of course, Movie Review Mom. And you can also find me on Instagram under Movie Review Mom or my name, which is Trina Boice. All right, enough of that talk. Let's dive in. The movie I'm reviewing today is called Holler. It opens in select theaters and on digital on demand this Friday, June 11th, 2021. The movie is rated R and it's an hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to give you my movie review mom grade at the end of my review just to make sure you keep watching. I know you can fast forward. Anyway, in a nutshell, first of all, I want to thank IFC Films for sending me this press screener so that I could let you guys in on the scoop. The movie summary describes the film like this. In a forgotten pocket of southern Ohio, where manufacturing and opportunity are drying up, a determined young woman finds a ticket out when she is accepted to college, which is a big deal. Alongside her older brother, Ruth Avery, joins a dangerous scrap metal crew in order to pay her way. Together, they spend one brutal winter working the scrapyards during the day and stealing valuable metal from the once thriving factories by night. With her goal in sight, Ruth finds that the ultimate cost of an education for a girl like her might be more than she bargained for, and she soon finds herself torn between a promising future and the family that she would leave behind. Okay, so let me point out things that I liked and didn't like. I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, and even recommendations. All right, so let's start off with the things that I really liked about the movie. First of all, Nicole Riegel is one of Variety's 10 directors to watch in 2021. This is her debut film as a director and a writer, and she's off to a great start. There are no big name actors in this movie. Everyone really looks truly authentic, like people you might actually know. And I thought that they all did a really good job. And most importantly, I felt like they were really believable. The talented cast includes Jessica Barden, Gus Halper, Pamela Adlon, and Becky Ann Baker. I didn't remember ever seeing Jessica Barden in anything before, even though she had a small role in the movie Far from the Madding Crowd, which is a movie I really enjoyed. I'm a new fan and now look forward to seeing her in more films. She's an English actress and has mesmerizing blue eyes. And actually, I thought she did a great American accent. I enjoyed the nice and easy soundtrack during most of the film. And I don't know what it's like to live in the exact environment featured in the film, but I definitely know what it's like to work endless hours for a company that didn't appreciate my efforts or my sacrifices and then easily laid me off. No fun at all. I know I'm not the only one who's ever experienced that, especially during the pandemic. So I think this movie is very relatable and timely and heartbreaking. Those are some of the qualities that make for a really compelling story. I teach for a university and I love seeing movies that promote higher education. But it always breaks my heart when new students tell me that they're nervous about starting their degree program because they've always been told they're not college material. So with time, support, and hard work, almost everyone that I've ever met really is college material and can do well. There's a bleakness to the color palette that the film uses, which represents perfectly the living conditions of the people in the story itself. I always admire people who are willing to work hard to improve their situation, whether it's trying to earn money, get into college, clean up to get out of rehab, or whatever. This movie illustrates that kind of grit, and I really admire that. And the people that are represented in this film, even though they're fictional. Now, there were some things that I didn't like or thought could have been done better. First of all, there are some shaky cam moments, especially in the opening sequence. That always makes me so dizzy. Blah, you just don't need that. I think they were trying to establish it was realistic and that the movie was going to be gritty and that kind of thing, and to kind of involve you in the capers that were taking place at the beginning in the opening sequence. A lot of people will think, oh, nothing really happens in the story, and so they're going to be bored. Viewers who consider watching this movie need to know it's more of a character study than a big action movie. The movie is also mostly depressing with one small ray of light and hope. Hope is everything. Okay, and then there's this kiss in the movie, and I was like, "Ma!" And you'll know what I mean when you see it. Let me give you some tips for parents. The movie is rated R and really isn't appropriate for kids. Mostly kids will be bored anyway, but there's profanity, including lots of F-bombs. Some adult kids visit their mom in rehab. Kids drink alcohol. There's theft and dishonesty portrayed. There's talk of premarital relations. There are also some political conversations among the characters in the story that will bore kids and some adults too. And you see and hear several clips of President Trump talking about jobs in America. That bleeds into the themes, which are jobs, life below the poverty line, hard work, family, education, self-care, loyalty, working class life, and feeling stuck in your station in life. Now, whenever I watch movies, I write down the funny lines and the interesting lines so that I can share them with you so you get a taste of what the movie's all about. And when I looked at my notes afterwards, I hadn't written any funny lines because this is really a serious drama. There were, however, some interesting lines, and I have them all in my written review at moviereviewmom.com, so you can check them out there, but I'll share a couple of them with you right now. Hark, who's played by Austin Emilio, says, business is about people. You can't learn about people in books. And I actually thought that that was really true and a good comment. And then another one is what I alluded to earlier, how students often feel like they're not college material because they've been told that. And so Rhonda, the mom, who's played by Pamela Adlon, she tells her daughter and her son, we're not college people. And I think that's such a terrible thing to say to your kids. They can be college people, even if you didn't think you were. Now, overall, I think that the movie did a really good job painting a portrait of life in America, in a city that has been hard hit with a recession. And a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this and maybe even be inspired by some of the characters and the choices in this movie. And so my movie review mom grade is a B. Now, before I go, let me give you just a couple of recommendations for some other films that I think you might also really like because they're sort of similar. The first one is actually an Irish film called Sorry We Missed You, and it shows the hardworking life of regular people in Ireland with some humor and some poignant moments. Another one is an American film starring Will Smith called The Pursuit of Happiness. It's devastating and hopeful at the same time. All right, that's it for my review today. If you see this movie, I hope you enjoy it. And when you get a minute, be sure and subscribe, ring that little bell, and it'll notify you every time I upload new movies. And visit me over on Patreon. I really do appreciate your support. Have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.